Alright, so this is from last time, right? I'm just keeping track basically of, I'll explain the system I'm using, right? So initially, this will all be blank to begin with, and I'll go through and assign it so I get roughly the amount of each class that I want. The mobility is just what it seems like, the hit points is just what it seems like, the willpower and the aim are just what it seems like, and so is the defense. And then the names, the single star means he is not been assigned, the double asterisk means he hasn't been assigned to a class and hasn't been or isn't a specialist yet, rather. Let's start that one more time. A single asterisk means that he hasn't been promoted from a rookie yet, so he's still a rookie, even though I have his future class figured out. The double asterisk means that it hasn't been assigned to a class or a person. So like this lets me keep track of which names haven't been used yet. So, all right, let's work through this. All right, I'm going to lose chat for a few minutes as I move this over. I guess I could make it smaller and try to keep some of chat. Maybe work too. Okay, it's kind of awkward to work with that. Can I pop chat out? Yeah, I can. All right, we'll just move chat over. That will work. All right, and we lost all our guys. We're done with this playthrough, so we can just nuke all of this. This is fine. I'm just going to reset the one we're using. Yeah. And let's get going. So we have what was this row? This is the rookie row. So this is class. And HP is 5, ability is 12, willpower is 34, aim is 64, and defense is -2. Okay. Oh, is it bugging? It like hops around. That's probably because I popped chat out. All right, let's see if I unpop chat. Does it fix? Because I didn't make, because the spreadsheet's not in full. All right, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll lose chat and see if the full spreadsheet is better for you guys. See if that makes it less buggy. Is that better? All right, I'm not going to see chat though. Is the problem? Well, maybe I could move it to the other mod. No, it's not going to work. Okay. I think you guys are going to find this all that exciting. I don't really care if it's spelled all that. I just need to be able to find them again. So I typoed a little bit. It's okay. 14, 24. And this is not necessary to do this to play this game, but I enjoy doing it. So, yeah. I have it color coded as well, just so I get a rough sense of how strong they are. I just did the same fucking guy again, didn't I? Do 411. Willpower 34. Aim 65. Defense 4. See if I can pop chat out. Works still. Organize data, guys. It helps me think about things. Yeah, maybe I can fit chat over here now. Okay. All right, what's next? Oh, but every time I click on the spreadsheet, it's still jumping around. What if I make it big? Screw everything up for you guys. I'd like to actually be able to read chat, so I'm doing this. How's that? Does that work still? Then I can have both. Maybe. I hate the seat of the pants assigning though, because I like min-maxing Lobanez, and I just have to. Maybe I'll just do it every couple of guys. I'll take a look at chat's how to do this because it's not working out. All right, Moraes 4, ability 14, power 31, 2 -2. Okay, Costa 4. Looks like this barracks is a little bit better than last time. Last time we had so many 3 HP guys. It's really hard to use 3 HP guys for any length of time. You have to get them leveled quickly, or you Can't ever level them again because I get one hit. Spell Miner. It's particularly slow. Oh my god, he's gonna be so good. That guy is gonna be so good. Spellmeyer is gonna be amazing. He's gonna be tank assault, I think. That type of mobility. That's gonna be such. Those are so good stats. I'm very excited about Spellmeyer. Leroy. He's getting renamed immediately. He wipes the fucking squad. JHN 4, 13, 32, 5, -2. Let's quick look at chat, see if there's anything missing. Huge. Amazing things here. Okay. Yeah, I do that a lot, Luminous, too. I don't tend to assign guys until the end of the month, unless I know what I'm doing with that. Do I have any bonus for HP satellite for a nearby country? No, the HP bonus is in Russia, and Russia's a European start, and I didn't do a European start in this game. There is a willpower bonus for medics and, I think, engineers on this continent. Defense -5 seems not so good. It really depends what you're doing. Defense -5 means the aliens are going to shoot you more because you're an easier target to hit, and there's certain things you can do that give you damage reduction. So if you get hit more, that's good because your character's set up to tank, which is really important. It means it draws fire away from other guys. It can be really good. Oh, interesting, this Spartacus. So I should be able to... Okay, so if I right now did it, if I... For example, just remove this and then added it again. Okay. All right. Should not be jumping around right now. Just see the bottom of my webcam. Let's move the webcam. Okay. Let's keep going now. All right. But you guys want this streamed. That surprises me a lot. I mean, ideally, I want my tank infantry to have low the negative modifier, so to promote tank infantry and tank assaults to encourage the aliens to shoot at the guys I want them to shoot at, which means my other guys can do other things. I also tend to prioritize hit points on guys who don't have utility slots, like engineers. It seems, and like scouts. Scouts have some utility slots, but they also get shot at a lot. But I like to have HP on them as well. They don't get any promotions either. Any HP promotions for a long period of time. 36, 66, 0, test Tom. Another 15 move guy. Low willpower, that's okay. Another great, and he's another negative bonus ones. These are really lucky rolls. The 15 movement points ones are the ones you can use for your covert ops, and you can also use them as tank assaults. And you build them with steadfast. So you don't give a shit about the willpower anyways, and you have low defense. It encourages the aliens to shoot them. It's so good. I'm really looking forward to seeing if that works its way out this campaign. Ziegler. Name. Christian. All right, almost through this. Like 2 more screens, maybe. 5, 11, 9. Preferences, I have much too much love of spreadsheets. What? 12, 37, 20. Six, 2. Stats and DS. Four, 39, 3. 5, 12, 34, 61, 4, 67, Johnson. This next part might be a little bit more interactive. I got an idea. Good. All right. Quick look at chats. Sorry, I can never have enough spreadsheets. She knows that's how I think about it. Take a quick look, see what I missed. Is positive, negative defense a good thing? In general, positive defense is, of course, going to be more beneficial just if you're being shot at. But the thing is that positive and negative defense actually determine who the alien will shoot at. So aliens are looking for shots they can hit and shots they can kill with. So if you have a guy with really low cover, like he's standing in low cover versus hard cover, he's just more likely to be shot at than the guy in hard cover because he's easier to hit for the aliens. So you can do things like stack negative defense to try to force the aliens to shoot specific guys with promotions like will to survive or resilience or other things that reduce damage, incoming damage. So they're both good stats, honestly. Will, I don't give a shit about Will, really. I run Steadfast and so many guys, it really doesn't matter that much. Okay, multiple 72s, yep. Okay. A lot less 3 HP soldiers, yeah, that's going to be really good. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about the next step for me. So anyways, this is saved. What we'll do is we'll keep this updated. These are the classes that I want to run right here. I just need to zero these out. This is the types of classes that I actually have use for. So at some point in the past, I went through basically, and I stole a spreadsheet. Well, I didn't steal it. I downloaded it online from another guy who uses spreadsheets, and I basically kept his what is the term I'm looking for? Template, and then changed everything inside of it, right? So these are the classes that I want to work with in this current build of beta 15D, basically, right? I'm interested in two different types of assaults with different roles. The first is very much an assault, try to say that like 3 times quickly, where the goal is high mobility and high damage with close combat specialists. And then there's the steadfast assault, who's going to be my recon, the one who runs the exalt missions in terms of actually hacking the arrays, and also I can run on other missions as well. So what I'm going to be doing is, and then I have for infantry, I have tank infantry and crit infantry. For rocketeers, I really only have heat rocketeers. For gunners, I have the bullet wizard, my version of the bullet wizard, and then heat gunners are the 2 gunners I'm interested in. For scouts, I have lightning, basically the generic scout that I use all the time, which is basically the babysit scout, the scout who you need on every single mission ever because he has so many useful abilities between battle scanner and lightning reflexes and stuff like that. And then I want to try a in the zone scout at some point for the exalt missions. The sniper, I run 2 types of snipers. I run snipers, basically the difference is precision shot versus disabling shot, and maybe I'm considering trying either double tap or in the zone on the disabling shot sniper. So there's 2 types of snipers, and then I want to run a medic. I don't want to run very many medics. I still think they're fairly bad as a class, but I think there are certain missions that really benefit to having a medic. So I do want to level a couple medics, and then I run 2 types of engineers. I was messing around with the 3rd type. I really don't like it. 2 types of engineers here, basically destruction and support engineers is how I categorize them. So what that means is these are the classes that I'm interested in leveling for. What I want to do is I want a relative mix for my guys over here. And I don't want it exactly even. For example, I want about 2/3 crit snipers and 1/3 capture snipers, probably about the same ratio for the assaults. And gunners, engineers, I want about 50-50. Gunners, I want about 2/3 heat, 1/3 mayhem. And then infantry and tank and crit infantry, I'm not entirely sure on the odds of that I want yet. So the basic goal at this point is to, you'd rather have a crit infantry than a tank infantry, Billy? Okay. The basic goal at this point now is to identify, of these guys here, who's going to be what. And I don't have to do that all right now. The stuff that I really need to identify early is who's going to be my, scouts. So let's move this real quick. And let's go ahead and sort this. And we want to sort by hit points for now. And we'll expand the selection. All right. And I'm not sure why the color coding is off on this right now, but it is. So let's just fix that real quick. So actually we have a lot less 3 HP guys than last time, which is good. Which is really good, because we had like 15 3 HP guys last time. The man for making these? Yeah, well, I like this type of stuff. This type of stuff is, I mean, I played EVE Online for a very long period of time. I like working with the theory behind it in the background, right? So anyways. And if you guys really want, I can make this spreadsheet available at some point. The problem is I update it all the time, so I can give you the raw stats on that. I know Despoticus wants it. So the other thing we can look at, so we can look at it like this. This is the HP block like this. And what I'll probably end up doing is making, when I sort these out, I tend to sort them 3 ways. So you can, let me show you. So, okay, let's go ahead and duplicate this. And then let's just sort here. Sort it by mobility, sort it by aim is fine. I think if we do it. Again, it's just another way of looking at it. Okay, it did just sort the ones I wanted good. So now we can also look at the gradations of how accurate our guys are. And in general, so this is, think of this one as the accuracy one. I guess we can do it vertically. I tend to do it horizontally so I can actually compare quickly. We need to do one more of those, and that's just the mobility one, right? That again. Right here, sort by this. Why the fuck did it put that on the top? I'm just not had it selected. Come on, I just did it twice in a row. No, it's bugging for some reason right there. Bugging. I don't know why this one isn't moving. Why are you not moving? It's a shit. Is that at all? Fuck it. 412. Oh, anyways. Wait a minute. No, expand selection does that. So what you're talking about is moving all the columns is expand selection. That should be, that's an option that is offered every time you do this. So if you look here, and I sort from largest to smallest, it says, do I want to expand the selection? I keep setting yes. And what should this mean? So look, so like for example, Leroy is 11 movement and 72 aim. So that Leroy should now be, it's not moving. Why is it not expanding? It's annoying. Did it fuck up this one too? Just double check real quick. DS is 312, 30, 68. Okay, so he's right in that one, right in this one. No, he's not. Why did that just happen? All right, we'll ignore that for now. We'll just keep sorting this one then for now. Anyways, the point being that I want to look at it this way. So for me, the kind of general, I kind of was sorting it out the other day mentally and just kind of writing out how I was thinking about that. And this was kind of the thought process I had to begin with was here. But it didn't actually work out that well in practice because you run out of this, I call for HP too many times. My kind of thought process at the moment is that 5 HP guys are really high priority for engineers. So if I can find any of these guys to be engineers, that will be the first and foremost thing they go to. The 4 HP guys, I'm a little bit more flexible. And the 3 HP guys are pretty much always going to be either infantry, snipers, or assaults. So the 4 HP guys have a lot of diversity in them. But the 3 and the 5 HP guys really don't have a lot of diversity in them. And I'm probably going to use the secondary stats to decide that. For example, this guy right here is a really good sniper. He's sitting at 3. The defense stat doesn't really matter for a sniper, but it's nice to have defense on a sniper because then if he does get targeted, he's less likely to get shot at, right? The willpower, medium willpower is fine. Low mobility and low HP and high aim combined are really very much sniper stats. So for me, I'd probably do that. He'd probably end up being a crit sniper, right? That's going to be what that happens with that. This guy is a little bit harder to use. He's got -4 defense and 3. This is 65. This is probably a tank infantry, if I had to guess. And the idea behind it is that low, decent aim means he's going to be doing some shooting. This is medium aim. This is what I want infantry doing, is shooting with medium aim. And the tank infantry shoot less than the crit infantry. So it's not quite as important to have the aim. The high willpower is a little bit wasted here. The medium movement's fine either way. This could be, and the -4 means you get shot. This is definitely a tank. It doesn't really matter. This could be infantry tank or it could be the other tank. Atherton here, I guess. These stats are suggestive of just an assault in general. Low aim plus high mobility and low HP. It's just an assault. This would be blitz assault for me. Let's see, how bad am I killing my channel stats by running this, by the way? Not pretty bad. Lost about 50% of the XCOM boots. Oh well, guys, we knew this was going to be like this for the rest of the stream. This guy here, the accuracy is starting to get pretty high again. I don't care about the mobility. It feels a bit of a shame to waste so much mobility on a sniper. But these stats are potentially either infantry or sniper stats, and I don't really care which. So I'll just leave that for now either way, and I'll come back later and sort out the actual ones I want for this. Same here. This is starting to get a little weird. This one I'm not quite as sure about. I'll come back to it. Low movement, high accuracy. This is a sniper. This would be a crit sniper. So with this one probably. And DS here, very, very similar in stats. This is could be sniper again. Yeah. And probably that works out to be my sniper. But we'll see. 68 is not the hugest accuracy ever, right? There's going to be 70s and 72s up there as well. So what we're going to do is it will be roughly a little bit by playing it by what else is going on these stats, because I'm going to want a certain ratio of guys. I don't want it to be like, for example, 10 snipers and nothing else. So, and it's going to be a little bit tentative too, right? Some of this might change once the game gets going. So. Shouldn't gunners get high HP too? The thing about gunners is they have utility slots locked on in. I can actually put an alloy plating on them. With an engineer, I can't really use one of my base slots to put an alloy plating on them because I need the base slots to run grenades. So that's why, from my mentality, is that engineer utility slots are the ones that I can't get rid of ever. I absolutely have to have my engineer utility slots, and everybody else I can put platings or ceramics on. So. All right, let's keep doing the easy ones, right? The easy ones are the 3 and the 5 HP guys. The 4 HP guys get a little bit more complicated. This is again fairly high mobility, high aim guy here. This is probably another crit infantry. And oops. All right, what's this guy here? Low mobility, low accuracy, high willpower, and low fucking HP. This is a hard one, right? So what are we looking at for that? Let's go have a quick look at the flip chart for low HP guys. So he had low aim, right? Medium aim, low HP, low mobility. So yeah, doesn't have low defense though, so it doesn't cry out any particular way. Same with this guy. All right, we'll come back to those. Let's go to the other easy ones up here. So why is it color coding my mobility differently with 2 of the same right? Not right. It's just doing this. Doing that here too. All right. So medium aim and low aim, these are probably right there. The medium aim right there is probably a support engineer. So this is engineer support. Probably engineer destruction here. Just because the support engineers are going to be using laser rifles, the destruction engineers are going to be using shotgun. And the base aim is a lot less important on shotguns than it is on the rest of it. All right, what is this guy here? This is really hard stats to use, right? Very slow, but high HP. So this is potentially a crit infantry, even though it's 5 HP. We'll come back to that though. It could also be it feels. I kind of value right now the way my mind works is that high aim is really hard to come by, and I really hate wasting high aim on classes that don't do any shooting, and classes that don't get any aim progression throughout the game, right? I don't really care if I have a 65 aim guy and he's a medic, so he only gets like 5 aim progression throughout the rest of it. Who cares? He's never gonna hit anything all along anyways. But I really care about my infantry having high aim. This is probably a tank infantry right here. With the negative value and the high aim, but maybe not. See about that when we come to it later. All right, these stats here, these stats are pretty pathetic overall, because it doesn't work out very well. This could be a support engineer. Okay, it's going to be a little, not a support, a destruction engineer. It's going to be a little bit slow. Especially since I want my destruction engineers doing the capturing these days, I think, right? So back and forth on that with double drop for a while, but I think I decided on, yeah, my destruction engineers are doing the capturing, so I really do want them faster if I can afford to have it faster, but you will get some variance even inside the classes, right? I think he's a medic. Medics do get the +1. I don't really want to use 5 HP guys for medics. I'm okay with 4 HP guys for medics. So, got willpower? Yep, willpower is good. We can. I mean, the thing is, I don't value willpower very highly as a stat because I haven't got into the psionics stuff. It might be amazing later, but I don't really know. I haven't used psionics very much. All right, let's start looking for our scouts. This is one of the things. This is why I didn't want to run the next mission quite yet, because I want to find my scouts. And what I want for scouts is I want at least 4 HP. I'd like high mobility, somewhere in the vicinity of 12 or 13. Scouts get +1 mobility when they level. And I could sort this even inside of these. I could sort these, but it seems like a hassle to do it on stream right now, because what I'd end up doing is cutting this and, well. All right, so let's take this. A new one over. Just dump it in there for now. Let's take this here and sort it by inside of this. Let's sort it by aim. And expand the selection. Let's see if it actually moves. Wire is 413. Wire, no, it's not doing. The fuck is it not expanding selection? How is it going to choose the actual? Just doing. How is it going to actually choose what it's sorting by? So if I just right now, let's save this. Right now, if I just were to sort this, I was sorting by alphabetical. I don't want it by alphabetical. Sort it by. It's the blank space is probably what's screwing it up. Okay. I think that's what must be screwing it up. All right, let's see if the wire moves again. Wire is 6813, 413, 68. Okay, that was what it was. The fucking space was messing it up. All right. So let's put that back as it was. Grab that, put it back in our we're using. And now we have that sorted inside the 4 hit point block. We have it sorted by accuracy, which is what we wanted to do there. We can do that for the other blocks too if we wanted. Maybe we will. All right, so where do I want my scouts accuracy-wise? I want them somewhere in this block here. I don't really care. Their accuracy is not all that important, but they do a lot of shooting, so I don't want them sitting at like 62. So somewhere around here are probably the scout blocks. And more importantly, I really do want a little bit of mobility, so probably somewhere in around there is going to be the block of guys I care about the most. They're fairly fast. No, I can do it one of 2 ways, right? You can try to specialize a scout to be very fast, in which case you start with fast mobility and then promote into a scout and it gets even more mobility. Or I can try to offset some of the slower mobility, like taking some of these 12s and making them scouts, and it's kind of okay either way. All right, what are we looking for here? This could be a sniper stats. 4 HP is fine. This is either sniper and infantry, both. I actually kind of value it on the snipers the most. This stat right here is definitely, I want to use this for tank infantry if I can. So this is infantry. All right, I want my Rocketeer somewhere around 65 aim as well. Like, this is very much Rocketeer stats to me. -2 is a little unfortunate. It means he's going to get shot at more than I want. That will work. I don't think I value accuracy all that much on Rocketeers anymore. It's just that they get so many like flat bonuses that you just have to reach a certain amount. And it means it's going to be a little bit later for the Rocketeers to be accurate. But I've given up believing that Rocketeers will hit targets anyway, so it's kind of okay. Yep, I like very fast assaults too, Tsui, but I value because when you promote an infantry or an assault into an infantry or an assault from a rookie, it automatically gets +1 HP. So I try to use the 3 HP guys as assaults as much as possible, because that gives them. The assaults don't get shot at all that much anyways. They spend most of the time either hunkering or running up and shooting people in the face, and the HP seems to be okay for. Alright, Rocketeer. This is a little bit slow for a Rocketeer. This is really weird stats too, actually, entirely. Very slow. Medium aim. What the fuck am I going to do with that class? Oh, gunners, right, gunners. That's totally legit for a gunner, that's fine. And this could be gunner either way. There's no. I kind of am thinking the heat gunners would be better with LMGs and the bullet wizards would be better with saws, but it's not much either way. I don't like the shooting builds on the Rocketeers. It feels like if I'm going to be bringing rockets, that's what I have to spend, because you have to babysit Rocketeers' accuracy so hard, right? You have to give them hard cover with stabilize pretty much every single fucking move. If you're using Rocketeers as a shooting class, you either are bringing you're bringing a better weapon that you can actually shoot with, in which case you get no mobility at all, and then you're never set up to use a rocket, in which case why are you bringing a Rocketeer? Why don't you just bring an infantry? Or you're using them as a rocket class, in which case you don't really care about their shooting skills so much. What you care about is that they're steady weaponed every single turn, and you want to bring things like the +3 mobility, the gun that gives you +3 mobility, which is kind of what I end up, that trade-off is why I end up with that. And plus, like, there's already so many shooting classes that are more important to have aim on than them, including scouts, gunner, well, gunners not so much, but scouts and infantry and snipers, right? At least that's my take on it, Tsui. All right, what are these guys going to be? So, just working through this. And get away with the carbine. Carbines don't do any damage either, right? Like, I really hate, I hate carbines and I hate whatever the other one is called, the SMG for terms of damage, right? If you want to do damage, bring a real weapon. If you, I don't know, I don't use the other ones enough, so maybe I'm that. All right, these stats are this is going to be an assault. This is going to be a, what am I calling them? Tank assault, right? Yeah, but the accuracy isn't added to the Rocketeer accuracy, Tsui. So they nerfed that a couple versions of Long War ago. The accuracy you get off of that does not affect your rocket accuracy. So using the carbine is only for shooting, and I'm not going to be doing a lot of shooting with them. Rocketeer is somewhere around 13 movement. This is probably a Rocketeer as well. Both of these as well. Yeah, but how much better is the carbine than the SMG? It's like they're both useless. They both do no damage. I'm not actually convinced there's much of a difference. All right, slower guys around middle aim tend to be gunners for me. I don't really know how I'm going to decide which gunners are going to be. These guys are actually all decent gunners too, because they all have a little bit of plus accurate, a little bit of plus defense, which is nice for gunners. I like it when if you're suppressing, it's really nice to have a little bit of plus defense. What am I calling them these days? Mayhem gunners, right? Isn't Nishimura a scout? I haven't promoted any of them yet, so they can be anything we want them to be. And anyways, this does change as I lose guys. I do update this. I try to keep a rough count. And again, this is just you're watching the process that I normally do off stream. I'm doing it on stream for you guys because much for that. So this is just me thinking through this right now. So yeah, there's probably multiple classes that it all could be. All right, starting to get the higher aim guys. These could be gunners or Rocketeers too. For example, these 67s here could be Rocketeers and be alright with that. I don't actually like minus defense on the Rocketeers because they're left hanging out a lot. This guy here gives me a little sketched. Could be tank infantry. Where are my lowest defense guys? Right here. Sort this as well. Let's color code this. Formatting, scales, and another color scale that we haven't used. Just want an easy one. With it. This. That. All right. So I want the really low guys to be tanks if I can. And unfortunately, I didn't roll a lot of them. All right, this guy right here is definitely an assault tank. True tank. We only really have 2 guys beneath that, so probably going to be using the negatives. Scouts don't get steadfast. No, I do like a little bit of willpower on scouts if I can. They do not get steadfast. But I do get steadfast on all my infantry and on my tank assaults, and probably my medics, although I can't remember what I'm doing with my medics right now. Alright, what else do we have left to do? A couple more engineers. That's engineer stats right there. And this accuracy is probably the question. A little slow. I'd like them to be faster. Like Dwyer as another tank. With the -2, yep, that could be fairly valuable. That could be fine. I don't really know how many tank infantry I want to run right now. Problem is, if you look right now, we're looking at 1, 2, 3. We have 4 guys identified as tank infantry, and we don't have anyone identified as just what do we have? Like 1 crit infantry. We don't have anyone. We have 1 crit infantry. We should be updating this counter on the side too while we're doing this. All right, how many blitz assaults do we have right now? 1. All right, how many tank assaults do we have? 2. Stop color coding this. This should all be black. Let's update this. Okay. How many destruction engineers do we have? 3. How many support engineers do we have? 1. Gunners do we have? Well, gunners are right now, let's call it 2 and 2, so we don't really know. Crit infantry is only 1. And how many tank infantry are we looking at? 4 right now. It might be a little high. Medics, we don't have any yet. Rocketeers, we have 3. See Brody, Johnson, Nishimura, and Bonnet as scouts. Let me have a look at those. Brody, I do hate the negative defense on scouts if I can avoid it. Let me see again. Brody, Johnson. It's a little bit more palatable with -1. Let's see Nishimura and Bonnet. Bonnet as a scout. They're pretty close stats, aren't they? Yeah, there's some overlap between my Rocketeers and my Scouts right now. Think about what we want to do for that. All tank start, right? Well, I mean, the thing is, early game, the tank infantry are garbage because they're just like regular infantry with lower armor, so they just get lower defense. So they just get shot a bunch. But they do get good. They get good pretty quick. We had man, was it Solitaire on that 2 playthroughs ago who was like starting to tank like Cyberdiscs and shit. Like that was awesome. Really enjoyed that. What are we looking at right now, by the way, too? We have 40 guys there, and how many classes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 14 classes and 40 guys. We're only looking at about 3 guys per class right now. We want to go. I want to bring this roster up to about 50 once we get started on it, which will be two rounds of recruiting roughly to get up to around 50 people on the roster. And at that point, I want to see something. I mean, we could look at this as a percentage of the 50, right? We need a lot of assaults. Assaults take damage all the time, so we need a good chunk of assaults. We need less like medics, for example. I only want like 3 medics. I don't even know where I'm going to put my medics right now because I want them fairly mobile. Like, who could be a medic? This looks like potentially medic stats to me. High willpower. Yeah, that looks pretty medic-y to me. I want about 3 medics. What do these stats say? That says assault to me. Be either one. Okay, we'll call that blitz for now. Alright, did we get through this, by the way? We didn't go. Correct. We have 3 crit snipers right now. 0 captures, 3 rocketeers. Okay. We just pick up another assault blitz and a Where's Aqua? I think Aqua's a medic. Those stats are actually fairly good medic stats. They're exactly the same as the other guy's stats we were just looking at. Yeah, those are pretty awesome medic stats. Really high willpower. You're not gonna like that too much, Aqua, because that means you're not gonna be on a lot of missions. But at least you get your nationality. So yeah, man, I'm 4 crit snipers. You're right. I really hate putting a 5 HP guy as a sniper because it's so wasted. It doesn't need that. And 72 accuracy, right? It's like hard to get away from giving your 72 accuracy to anyone besides a sniper. Was he 4? He's 4. Oh, he's at least 4. Okay, it's not quite as bad. But yeah, I mean, look at the build. Like you guys are talking about medic. I think the build that I'm interested in is this: field medic, field surgeon, rapid reaction, paramedic, opportunity, sprinter, savior. I don't think that allows for smoke grenades. The smoke grenades are coming in on the engineers, in my opinion, because I think the engineers are better support than the medics, minus the healing. The only thing the medic does that I can see that it does better than the engineers heal. So if I'm going to be bringing a class that only does healing better, let's bring healing. Let's bring healing on it, right? Plus sheet with a Gatling. Yeah. All right, so what are we looking at right now? We need to find our scouts because we're rapidly using up the classes that I would consider scout classes without stripping them. Could have some very, very fast scouts right here. These are a little higher aim than I would want. These could end up as either shooting infantry or scouts right here. And I don't like this just like casual -2 here. Like casual -2 like makes me think they're gonna get fucking shot all the time. This does get, I mean, this could be an infantry too. It's a 67 aim. A lot of overlap right there. We haven't identified them. The one thing I really wanted to identify before we did the missions are scouts, and I just don't have any strong sense of that yet. Where can you download the No Quitters map script? Let me just find you. I'll find you a link to the forum. You should bookmark this forum anyway. It's a Reddit forum. Should bookmark that forum anyways. Anyways, where were we? Should I got? I know, right? Lebanese isn't the worst when that happens. We missed, like, 2 UFOs got away last playthrough, and I think it may have cost us our playthrough. We didn't have quite enough experience for this. Gunner. We want probably 2 more gunners if we can. I don't really value speed very highly on gunners. I do kind of value accuracy. All right, I think this is an infantry. I don't want to give 70 aim to an engineer. Just don't want to do it. This is going to be an infantry. I think this is going to be a crit infantry. It's going to be a really slow-ass crit infantry, but I think it's worth it. So. All right, what are we doing with Salazar here? 512, 34, 64, -2. These are totally reasonable engineer stats. We don't have very many support engineers. Oh, movement. Where are our other supports? I should standardize that. That's true. And I'm almost tempted. Like the difference between 65 here. What do we have for engineers? It's this guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, our engineer. And of that, 60, 61, 65, 63. Okay, let's change that. I think I want these guys faster. Do lose a little bit of accuracy, but engineers don't do a lot of shooting anyways. Okay, so that's what? One support, 4 destruction right now. We're going to need a couple more support engineers. Pavlova could be a good scout. Let me have a look. Okay, see a Pavlova. 5 hit point, 13 movement, 2 defense. Looks like good. Oh, it's up here you're talking about. Right there. No, I don't. I really need 5 HP on the engineers. I really need that because you can't give an engineer a plating. If the minute you give an engineer a plating, it loses half of its ability to be useful. I really don't want to change away the 5 HP guys to away from engineers. I'd rather have the scout with a scout with a plating is still really useful. An engineer with the plating loses half of its ability to be useful. So I don't want to do that. All right, let's get the rest of our infantry set up. This is probably infantry stats. The problem is it's like a tanking infantry stat, right? We need more assaults just in general. Do we have any low aim assaults? Low aim guys we could shove into assault. That could be an assault stat there. Or 13. Assault. 3 low aim 3 HP guys. Those get a little slow for assaults at 12 movement. What can we do with 3 HP guys? Low accuracy 3 HP guys here. Kind of medium movement. Can't be scouts. Be snipers. This could be a sniper here. This could be a capture sniper right here. Okay. What are we doing about the other one? Here. Accuracy starting a little lower. I don't really want to start with a 64 aim sniper particularly. My engineers get murdered. They seem to be in the hospital more than any other class out there. The scouts being second. This would be a good early game scout, kind of a weak mid game scout. The accuracy is really, really low, but I kind of like shotgun scouts, right? I don't know. Number 39 become a scout as well. 33, 34, 30. Can't really justify a 3 HP scout. Those are pretty legit stats for an assault or a sniper. This could be a really powerful blitz assault. I think that's an assault stat to me. 66 is a little bit above average, but we do need a lot of blitz assault because they get fucking hit so hard so often. All right, what does that give us up to? Assault with 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like shotgun scouts, especially for the first month. Shotguns are just so nice in the first month because all your guys are so shittily inaccurate. It's really nice to be able to shoot through cover. But I still need to identify scouts. Like we're getting like every class except scouts identified right now. It takes a while. Do we go low aim? High mobility? These are pretty decent scout stats if we go for that route. But low aim is not that great. I like marksman rifle scouts too. Alright, what if we go decent aim? Low mobility or medium mobility like up here? That guy could be a scout. Pretty neutral stats. This could be in the zone scout. What am I calling them right now? I'm calling them blitz scouts. Okay. And hey, Gasper. Can healer medics have low HP? I don't even know. We don't see a lot of fire. This could be another medic. 3 HP medic, huh? God, but what if you're like out in the open? You get instantly one-shot. The thing is, the fucking aliens are impossible. They shoot you. If they can one-shot you, they will shoot at you every single time, even if it's harder to hit you, because they want to one-shot you, which means you really don't want your guys being in one-shot range because they just draw fire nonstop. I really would like about 5 scouts to begin with. Well, we might just end up dumping all of these into scouts, like these 5 right here. -2. Oh, they get an HPM promotion. Interesting. I didn't realize medics got an HP promotion. That is a little bit game changing. These guys could end up being medics. I knew they got the movement. They got the HP. Okay. That's really helpful, Luminous. So I could even move these guys off of medics then. I had 2 medics through here, right? They're 4 HPs. What if I moved them down to 3? That could be one other class that could take the 3 HPs. Give this other... Like, these stats become quite a bit better for as a medic, don't they? Alright, we lost the capture sniper. Up with 2 medics. We're at 4 medics right now. They want 4 medics. Let's convert one of these back into a scout. Which one, though? Aqua or Woo? Aqua. Okay. Do both of them. The low accuracy scouts are could just be the recon scouts, right? Got 2 medics. The other thing is we can build in a little bit of an option. Aqua has so much will, he needs to be a medic. Look, medics have... Aqua has 37 will, these guys have 38 and 36 will. It's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right? Alright, so how many scouts are we up to? We're up to 3 scouts. A couple more blitz scouts would be nice. Alright, what are we missing right now? So, 5 assaults, 5 engineer, 4 gunners, 6 infantry, 2 medics, 3 rocketeers. We need another rocketeer and another infantry for sure. Let's find a medium range guy, 67 minus 1. This could be totally a decent rocketeer. Okay, that to 4. And like 2 more scouts. 67. This could be an infantry. One of the crit fucking infantry. It's like, what is the difference between these two? Why are they different classes? Like, no real reason for that at all. It starts to fall apart when it's so like a small difference here. All right, I need to rework whether or not. Let's just call them infantry for now, because I'm not sure what they're going to end up as. These two. Okay, it's this guy. These two are going to end up as scouts, huh? Does that give us 5 scouts? All right, what's the stats? All right, how many guys are here? This is 40 right there. How many do we have assigned here? We're 40 missing 3, so we have 37 assigned. How many does this add up to be? This is 2. Okay. So we're actually missing 2 guys that we have assigned already. 5 engineers. Assaults. 5 assaults, 5 engineers, 4 gunners, 6 infantry, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 infantry. How many crit infantry? 2 and unassigned, 2. So it's like 7. That 3 and 4 for now. Okay, medics, we ended up with 2. Our Rocketeers, we ended up with 4. 4th fucking Rocketeer. Okay, Rocketeers. We have 5 scouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Snipers, we have 4. 1, 2, 3. Counting 4. I have 1 infantry / sniper. Yeah, I guess I do. All right. Okay, what are we missing? What do we want to do with them? So we have these 2 down here, who could be anything. They could be scouts pretty happily, and I could give one of the blitz scouts back to like an infantry class. All right, that's okay. All right, ups the scout count by 2, and we can take one of. I want about 2 to 1 recon scouts to blitz scouts. So what do we do? One of these. The lower mobility guy. One of these 2. Probably Owens goes back to infantry if I had to guess. Okay, call that 2 then, and then infantry 4. 38. We're still missing 1 somewhere. I have to do. Shamira, what am I doing with this? There's 13 movement though. What if I instead took one of them and made this one an assault? At 4 assault blitz and make this a scout recon. I didn't count that already, are you sure? Counted. So we're a little bit shy on gunners right now. Because we're going to need those. We're a little overrepresented in infantry at the moment. So, yeah, I always assume we're going to lose scouts too. That's why I try to overrepresent them. All right, so as we're recruiting guys, we're short on engineers, so I'm going to like just highlight these. We need engineers. We need support engineers. That's really short right now. As we recruit guys, we'll change this around a little bit because we don't have to make any of these promotions till later, right? It's just the goal is to have it roughly mapped out what we want to do. We're short those. We're short gunners, both of them. And we're short, probably need 1 more Rocketeer. No one's died yet. Yeah, chat. White Llama's just subscribed. Ah, White Llama, welcome back, man. Glad to have your subscription, man. I know you love the XCOM, and hopefully we will. It won't be today. We won't be doing any more XCOM missions today, but hopefully we'll be doing some XCOM in the near future. These the games have been going a little bit shorter. The Civ games that should leave some XCOM time available potentially afterwards, assuming we want to do it that way. All right, I'm fairly happy with this right now. We need another medic. Honestly, we could really do with 1 more medic. Start a list for that. Another medic, maybe even 2 medics. We could do with 4 more gunners. And probably like 2 more support engineers would be good. It's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. About we need like 2 more snipers. Something like that, roughly. You want to scout, White Llama? All right, I'll tell you what, man. Which of my crit / infantries do I like the best? I don't know yet, Billy. I haven't really looked at the list enough to make the decision. All I really wanted to do from this was to make sure we had something to do with promotions, so I can promote. I want to be able to promote scouts, and I'm not entirely sure I'm set on this list. I'll probably end up staring at it a little while after I end the stream, but I am going to end the stream here momentarily. So, all right, guys. Well, I know this is not our typical XCOM stream, but this is where we're at right now. We'll be going back to doing more killing in XCOM in the next couple of days. Now that we have a rough game plan for what we want to do with our guys, the goal is just to level everybody, but I don't want to promote people into classes I don't want them. As we recruit more guys too, we may change exactly what we're doing, but this is the rough idea. So, all right, so then the last thing I'm just going to do here is I'm just going to double tag all of these, which is, I'm doing this because these are unnamed, They've not been given away to one of my viewers, and they also haven't been promoted at all. When they get promoted, we'll remove one of the asterisks. When they get given away, we'll change the name and remove one of the asterisks as well, so that I know that these guys are still flexible, right? So the ones with the double asterisks are still flexible because they can be promoted to any class. And finally, did we have any of those scouts sorted out? Oops. I gotta, when I get to Aqua, not let him go. Should have done this when I was typing them in. Right. Anyways. Quick look. Were the donations in the last playthrough lost? I have donations right now for Despoticus, Fleet, Erathon, Lochdonan, Vipsadu, Billy, Solitaire, maybe. It sounds like no for that, actually. Dibs, Hitmanatee, and White Llama have all got guys claimed right now. So other donations I think are dead. So anyways. Alright guys. I will see you tomorrow for some Civ and maybe some XCOM in the evening, depending on how it goes. And in the meantime, have a good night, and talk to you guys later. Thanks for sticking it out for the spreadsheet stuff, but I wanted to go through and make some decisions. So, see you guys.